Like, I felt like I was about to get destroyed in a second. I don't know. It was the weirdest shit ever. Do all men think the same? Okay, this might be nice. This is probably gonna make me mad too. Wait, what? I don't know. Never mind. I don't even want to know what I just almost suggested. Do all men think the same? What's the difference between these? Do all got? Oh no, never mind.
Cheese nips.
Bro, no. Why are you at the intro of every one of your vids? Oh, he been to prison. He just got out. That was a judgmental thing to say. I only said that because he had tattoos. How do I sound? You know what I mean?
Like the way the old school ways work. They did work. We just messed it up.
So that's important to you?
Wait, what is he talking
the way-
about?
Stick around to the end. We love talking to you guys. Enjoy this episode of Spectrum Men.
I like the way the old school ways work. They did work. We just messed it up.
Oh, that's why. Do you think the old school way is like still rocking 2006, 2007 big ass tees? Like, my nigga, you don't get that long ass
So that's
shit.
important to you? To be like the breadwinner?
I'm the caretaker of society.
Nigga says society. Nigga, you are a menace to society. What are you talking about? You just got out. This gonna get political? I hope not. It's definitely going there. It's definitely going there. Nigga, you got braces on. Talking about you. Chat, be honest. Chat, be honest. What y'all rocking? I'm not gonna lie, he is an off-brand me. He's off-brand me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. He is. Stop calling me little bro while also admitting the size of your shit, bro. I don't need to know that. I'm not gonna lie, I never worried about that. I'm not gonna lie.
You will off-brand him.
Alright. I'm not gonna lie, I've never worried about that. It's a big thing, I hear. Wait. It's a big thing in general for most, men in general. But what y'all gotta remember and understand and keep in mind, when you have it, you can't even use it. When you have so much, you can't use it. Because most women will tell you it's only so much that you can do. It's only so much that wait, what? No, I'm saying it's only so much that you can use when you in the, you know what I'm saying? You can't do it. You can't use everything that you got. You can't, because most women can't take it. So don't even be concerned or worried if you 6, 7, 7.5, 8. Well, more so if you about 7.5 and up, you don't even need all that. You don't.
Shawn Def got the 2-inch Punisher, no kizzy, stop the cap.
Hey, I mean, if that's, sometimes that's all it take. You never know. But if you 7.5 or 7 and up, if you at least 7, like, that's enough. You don't need nothing else. That's all you need.
Oh my god. This is a good question. I like that. It's just a normal thing to be worried about. Like,
No, it's not.
growing up.
Maybe when you were a
you're
kid,
like,
though.
am I
When you were a
normal,
kid, yeah.
Like, I hate this.
I guess like when I was younger, I was like, whoa, is this normal?
Right.
Is this not? But like, eventually I was like, nah, I'm fine.
I feel like this whole conversation is just like bringing to my awareness how impressionable and like how much of our lives and our masculinity is defined by when we're kids. When everybody's like, oh, you gotta have a big dick, you gotta have a big dick. And all you see is like, only time you see a dick is on porn and it's like 14 inches. Then it's like, well, mine doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
Then of course you're gonna like start thinking about it versus.
Huh? Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
14 inches, then it's like, well, mine doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever saw or looked at porn and like was like, why am I not like that? I've never thought that. Like, you internalizing another man's dick and then being like, why isn't mine like that, is kind of nuts. I don't think I've ever had that thought. Get a dick doctor.
Shawn the Meat Meister.
Okay.
then of
Y'all
course
niggas
you're
are
gonna
just
like
on
start
dick.
thinking about it. Versus,
I'm actually changing my answer.
Oh.
Oh, the dude, the provider of society. Wait. What was the question? Due to a sound issue, we had to reset, giving the man a chance to reset their answers. Okay.
Oh.
So the provider of society was worried about his dick. That's crazy. How do you go from disagree to agree? What happened?
I changed my mind because what he said was, it made a lot of sense, because I remember the first time I saw porno and I saw a black guy's penis, I was like, I'm not like that. As I got older, I perfected my craft. I've never had a problem with women. It has nothing to do with the penis. It's all about, it's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean.
Any nigga who tells you that is weird, number one, and he's also a liar. That whole motion of the ocean shit, it sound cool, but there is a certain amount that is, you need a certain amount to work with. This nigga tripping, bro.
Just love a woman,
He tripping.
embrace each other, and it's just, I've never had a problem with a woman since then.
I think for younger guys,
If he the
this is
provider of
concern that
society
I'm
was
realizing
spiraling
is,
into
like,
anarchy.
maybe if these discussions were more open about size and whatever, and that really over time it all becomes okay.
This nigga not providing meat,
maybe that
though.
would help a lot.
It's crazy. You providing everything but meat. All right, chat. What you think? This is a very easy question to answer. Whoever asks is whoever pays. It should be that simple.
I like the way the old school ways work. They did work. We just messed it up.
So that's important to you to like take that leadership role to be,
Tradition.
to be like the breadwinner.
I'm the caretaker of society. I don't even like saying it this way. Once you give the woman the power, then you.
To be like the breadwinner.
I'm the caretaker of society. I don't even like saying it this way. Once you give the woman the power, then you just demasculate yourself. I want to stick to what's made me happy, and my grandparents, my parents.
Like, what the fuck?
Because it works. It's not perfect, but it works. Be a man, plain and simple.
I don't know. I think we're just
Nigga.
getting in dangerous territory when we start talking about chivalry. At the end of the day, it's like, yo, baby, if you want to pay for this, like, there is no hierarchy here. Like, you want to pay for this, pay for this. Maybe next time I'm like, I just got a check, so I'll pay for it.
Wasn't this the first meal, though? You
Yeah,
said?
the first one.
Okay. You only get one chance to make a first impression.
So he's never been asked out. A woman has never courted him. A woman has never tried to come up and talk to him. This is all revealing of his life experience, which is fine. But, yeah, I mean, that's you. That's him.
What does it matter if it's a girl or a guy? It's 2019,
This
and your
bald
logic
MF
shouldn't
was def
be
a frat boy
like no
in the
disrespect,
past and
like
def got
oh
pegged
because
to
my
get
grandpa
in.
did it and it worked for
He
him, then
hiding
it
some
works
shit.
for me. If she's not gonna date me that second time because I didn't pay for her, I think I dodged a bullet.
Well, no, that's not true either. That's not true either. It's just whoever asks is whoever pays. Why has it got to be that hard? It's not that difficult. I support the Me Too movement. What does that mean? What does this question mean when people say like I support this idea? Like you support women coming out against the people that assaulted them? Is there a way that you can say disagree to this or no? Like the movement as a whole, or is it just the idea of what it's supposed to be, is what they're trying to ask.
Be real. Be real.
Shawn writes a fucking book dog. My brain hears your reasoning and it clicks instantly.
That's great. I'm glad we understand each other.
At first, when I saw it, and talking to my friends, and family, a lot of people in the South, they're like, these women should have spoke up a long time ago. And then I had to like step aside and really process it for myself and be like, you know what? She didn't feel comfortable, and she wasn't in a society, in a place where it was acceptable for her to say anything about it. So now that they have the platform and the ability, I'm like, that's amazing.
I didn't know the bald nigga was over there. I didn't even see him go over there.
Speak your truth.
Of course.
What do you tell a child who is accused of rape by a woman, has his whole life destroyed, and then people just go,
There's always
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
is accused of rape?
I'm like, that's amazing. Speak your truth.
What do you tell a child who is accused of rape by
Would you tell a child who was accused of rape? Who's accusing a child of rape?
a woman?
I'm lost. I'm lost. What did he say? What the fuck did he say?
Biaro is bald and small-meated, could not be me.
Wait, who's accusing a young boy of raping them? I'm lost. How did he get that off?
And has his whole life destroyed, and then people just go,
there's always going to be people that take advantage of it. It's not going to be perfect. We're
True.
figuring it out as we go, but
True.
I think it's done more good than it's done bad.
I think we get.
What is good though? What is good, chat? Is good the people who do it ending up in prison, or is good them just being exposed and no legal repercussions ever happening to them? Because if that's the standard for good, or is it just take what you can get? Because to me, that's not really good. That's just like, I guess we know this nigga's a freak, but that's not good. You think exposing is better? Yeah, I would say good is jail time, personally. Send him to the, get him up out of here. Get him up out of here at this point.
To acknowledge the bad though. Like I think
of course.
That's why I'm doing like this thing is like for us to say like, oh, he did that to me, and all of a sudden now we've like vindicated, that guy is like vilified, like there is no chance of like him having a say in the conversation.
Trial
we get to
by
have a
mob
conversation
is
every
not
time.
good. Like this mob mentality is bad. I
This
agree
is
with
fair.
that, but I don't think that's exclusive to the Me Too movement.
But we're using it right now to say, oh, that person is bad. Oh, fuck that person. There's no further conversations being happening. If it's a movement to say, yes, okay, this hierarchy we've created of men and women, which is a result of the way men are expected to act, the women are expected to act. Let's have those conversations and everything changes, and I'll be over there all fucking dead.
I don't know what the fuck he just said. Like, honestly, he just talked that whole time and I didn't get anything that he just said. But I will ask the chat this. Tory Lanez, for example. I'm not necessarily... It's not about sides. It's just about what makes the most sense to me. And out of everything that was laid out, it just seemed as if it made the most sense that he would be the culprit, right? To me. I can't speak for everybody, but that's to me. It's not because I'm on a woman's side. It's just there is a victim and there is someone I believe to be the perpetrator, and that's what it is. I don't think that it had to be any deeper than that. I don't know what he's talking about, to be honest. Tory low-key got blackballed. Yeah, what is he saying? I need what he's saying decoded for me, because I didn't get what he just said. Let me go back.
Say like, oh, he did that to me, and all of a sudden now we've like vindicated, that guy is like vilified.
He's speaking of accusations that are making someone's career like harder or blackballing them in a way. I understand that. I do. I understand that.
Like there is no chance of like him having a say in the conversation.
Trial
we get to
by
have a
mob
conversation
is
every
not
time.
good. Like this mob mentality.
But at the same time, I don't really see too many examples of anything happening to someone that's accused. Trey Songz is another recent example of someone who's been accused of a bunch of shit recently and nothing has happened to him. People, you might suffer some social media backlash, but as far as your bottom line being affected like that, I don't see anyone stopping listening to Trey Songz music, stopping buying his merchandise or whatever it is that he want to do, any endeavors that he want to get into. Nothing has stopped. Am I tripping? That nigga career is over though? His whole career was destroyed. Why are you putting R. Kelly in question marks? That nigga did that shit. What do you mean? Nigga said R. Kelly. Like, what? You thought I was about to agree? Okay, Uzi. What do you mean Uzi too? Uzi was convicted, wasn't he? Did they not convict this nigga and sentence Uzi already? Yeah, most of these famous rappers have been accused of something at some point. And from what I can understand, nothing has happened to them in terms of like their money being affected long term. Uzi guilty as fuck. Drake at one point? Did Drake look at Drake's position? Yeah, I don't know about Lil Mozzie.
Is bad. I agree with that, but I don't think that's exclusive to the Me Too movement.
But we're using it right now to say, oh, that person is bad. Oh, fuck that person. There's no further conversations being happening. If it's a movement to say, yes, okay, this hierarchy we've created of men and women, which is a result of the way men are expected to act, that women are expected to act. Let's have those conversations and everything changes, and I'll be over there all fucking day.
Toxic masculinity is overblown. 3, 2, 1, go.
What does that mean?
Overblown.
Wait,
What? Overblown. What is that?
can you
Yeah,
use a different word?
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
It's the exact right word.
Yeah, I think I just somewhat agree that it's blown out of proportion because I think what happens with social media is a group of people coin a term and now we're all painted by it.
Like, we are not in like a post, I don't know, like rape culture world, you know, like women are being catcalled every day. And so like men are still, I think, seen or experienced as like a predatory presence to women. So like that's why
I don't know if the statement means toxic masculinity in the sense that like there are things that make people uncomfortable and then that's described or misinterpreted as what being masculine is, then yeah, some of those things can be toxic. But I feel like it's really easy to separate what masculine means versus what being a predator means versus what being overly aggressive means. What, you know what I mean? Like some shit is masculine and then some shit is just like, all right, you a creep or you're an asshole or you a bitch. You know, some shit. I don't really think that's hard to separate.
I just don't think it's like overblown. I think it's new.
It's a big question.
There wouldn't be feminists. They wouldn't be attacking us. They wouldn't be hating us. You have a lot of guys who don't want to commit to marriage. You have a lot of guys who catcall. So yes, men have become toxic. And once again, I have to be consistent with all my beliefs and all my morals. I'm very traditional.
I see what you're saying, but the way you're framing it, like this word moral is kind of.
We don't know what that is anymore, though. That's
well,
the
it's like it
problem.
sounds like you're saying like it's men's job to be like the moral compass of society.
It is.
I think it's everyone's job.
It's everybody's, but men, if men want to coin themselves as the leaders, you have to hold up to the good and the bad.
Yeah, but you're a self-appointed leader. Nobody crowned you and said you're the one that's gonna lead the charge. You are a bald nigga with tattoos on your forearms with a long 2007 fit on and some bitch ass sneakers that don't even go with your whole design right now. You low key should be in a suit. You got a watch on that you bought for $9.99 at Target, bro. Like relax. Nobody anointed you. Like this is my thing with niggas like this. Jeff Bezos is bugging. You're not lying. Like my thing with niggas like this is like nobody is appointing you in this position. You gotta relax. Just come back for a second. You putting way more responsibility. You got too much dip on your chip. Nobody said you was the one. Most of y'all niggas not the one. You're not that guy.
Part of the problem, though, like that's what I think toxic masculinity, or it's putting too much pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very obvious that we're grappling with like the history and the damage of like what a world completely run by men does to us. That's why I think we're talking about toxic masculinity.
I am comfortable showing my emotions.
Y'all be crying like bitches. I'm just playing.
3, 2, 1, go.
Damn. This nigga a rock. Chat, y'all be crying? I'm just joking. Like that, the only emotion isn't sadness, obviously. You know what I've realized, chat? There's a big difference between being sensitive and being like emotional. Like I've come to realize about myself that I'm a very sensitive person. And the key word in sensitive is sense. I'm about to get Dr. Umar on y'all. It just means that you can feel, you acknowledge that you feel certain things, but it's far different than being an emotional person. Like when you're an emotional person, I feel like your first response to everything that happens is emotion. Me being sensitive is just me being aware of what I feel when I feel it. And I feel a lot of things, and I understand and I acknowledge that I feel a lot of things. Shut up, soft ass nigga. Like I said, I be breaking down whatever. Yeah, but that's just what I've come to realize about myself. So, filtering through those emotions that you acknowledge, it takes a certain level of comfortability. So you can't be like emotional with every person. At least I don't think I can, because it just feels weird. It's very intimate. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody deserves to see that.
It's been like harped upon me for years that like showing my emotions were bad, and like me trying not to be gay. I'm like, no, like I don't want to show these emotions because I'm not gay. I can't be gay. Like I'm not supposed to be gay. Like the church tells me, my dad tells me, my mom tells me, everybody's telling me I'm not supposed to be gay. So like just understanding that at 25, now 26, like I'm over here like, okay, like, oh, you're insecure. Okay, that's what that feels like. Oh, you're sad. That's what that feels like. I can now be aware of those things.
There you
but
go.
To show them to other people
King.
right now is like really hard for me.
I do feel like I'm very verbally like about my emotions with my wife, but I wouldn't agree completely because I'm not like that with anyone else. I mean, I just failed a college class and I was crying about it to my wife, but no one else at school saw me cry, you know?
Wait. You said bro gay and don't cry? No, he said he's trying not to be gay. Y'all are crazy.
Texted my wife, make sure the kids are asleep by the time I come home, because I just knew I was gonna be like, as soon as I stepped through that threshold to my house, I was just gonna let go, and I didn't want them to see that. But like the next day I sat down and I had that conversation with them, like, hey, I just wanna let you guys know, you know, your dad didn't pass this class, and they're like, oh, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, of course.
You
know,
just
like,
cry in front of your kids, man. I remember like seeing my dad cry for the first time when his mom died. And I remember like,
I ain't gonna lie, when you don't see your parent cry and then you see them cry, it's crazy. Cause you be like, it'd be the most awkward shit. It was the most awkward shit for a minute. I remember, I forgot what age I was, and I had never seen my dad like shed a tear before. I just walked in one day and this nigga was mad as fuck. And then I just, like, you could see the anger that was welled up everywhere, and then I just saw a tear come out. And I'm like, I didn't really know how to receive it. I didn't know if he was sad. I didn't know if I could approach. Like, I felt like I was about to get destroyed in a second. I don't know. It was the weirdest shit ever. Maybe it was just my dad. Maybe that's an L experience for me. I don't know what he was so mad about. I never asked him. But that shit is crazy. You need to see your parents cry or see them sad or something. Because if it doesn't happen and they just come out of nowhere, they come out the cut sad, it's like, what the fuck is going on with you?
Like imprinting that in my mind as like, wow, you know, like my dad can
when you're young, not when you're grown.
Upset, and that was like an important thing to witness.
It's reality, emotion.
Yeah, it's real.
I was raised by two parents that I never ever saw cry. The effect that had on me was by the time one of them passed away very suddenly, I didn't really seem to be affected at all. So I've actually had to do a lot of therapy on
I don't
this
know
thing
about
about masculinity not being able to show your emotions is very bad. It puts us backwards in society.
Sure.
And we need to be thinking about how to tap into our emotions in a healthy way together.
Thank you for sending your truth.
Oh, they all hugged.
Thank you. Great job, man.
You too. Nice hearing
From you.
All right. I gotta be honest.
They all
I'm actually the one
hugged.
who submitted the penis size question.
Oh, thank you, Ian.
Bro,
for the
nobody
suggestion.
asked you, bro.
Thank you to
My
everyone
pleasure.
else who also submitted more props for us.
Yeah, we love having this type of dialogue. I'm grateful because as a girl, I'd love to know what you guys are thinking. You guys are mysteries to me, honestly.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram.
Instagram, yes.
Instagram.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Hey, some bitches? Who are these people? Yeah, I don't know. I guess they're the creators of Jubilee, maybe. I mean, I hope. They might be some random niggas. They might have hijacked this shit. I don't know for sure. I'm not hugging the bald nigga. Oh my god.